Right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the GD & Son channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. So in today's video, I'm making another video from home. We're going to be showing you what I do with my copper cable. Running a little bit of an experiment to see if it's worth actually taking the plastic coating off of the cable. I know for household appliances, i.e. toasters, kettles, stuff like that, it's definitely not worth taking the copper wire out. Just snip the plugs off and sell that as VIR household cable. What I'm talking about is twin earth cable, so it's a lot of stuff that electricians will use to wire a house. Comes in different thicknesses, so I've got a bucket out there, I've weighed it, we've got 7 kg, so I'm going to basically tell you what that's worth to me as it is, without doing anything to it. Then we're going to strip the copper off of it and get the copper out of it, sorry, and reweigh it, and we're going to time ourselves doing it, see if it's just worth the time to actually take all that plastic coating off. So going to be making a few videos from home probably over the next couple of days, because something quite special happened yesterday. Here she is, my beautiful baby girl, who I have to be very quiet because I don't want to wake her up, Ebony Rose Douglas. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, she was born Thursday at 2:45 in the morning. Yeah, quite a, say standard delivery. Yeah, she did get stuck behind the pelvis, her shoulders were stuck, but the midwives handled it really well. Massive shout out to the people at Maidstone Birthing Centre up at Maidstone Hospital. Absolutely blinding bunch down there, really handled the situation. Even though I was a bit panicky, Chloe was a bit panicky, midwife's just calm as anything, bang, got her out, so massive thank you. So yeah, basically going to head into the garage in a minute. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We're going to run through some prices, some figures, and we're going to see whether it's worth stripping copper cable. Let's do it. Right, so you've joined me in the garage, and we're going to do our little experiment now. Going to be stripping down some wire, seeing whether it's worth actually taking the plastic coating off to reveal the copper inside. Now, there are different types of wire, as I explained before. I'll just get you some of this stuff. This is your average power cord. You'll find it on TVs, microwaves, you know, any sort of things, washing machines, tumble dryers. This stuff is not worth stripping. The amount of plastic you get on there to the actual copper inside, it's very flimsy. It's, if you bend it, it kind of sort of goes back very easy. Not worth stripping that. Just take your plugs off, chuck all that into a bucket. That's your household cable. Now this is the stuff that I'm talking about. It's called twin earth. Basically, if the camera will focus, it's 2 wires inside there with 2 plastic coatings on, and then there's a piece of bare bright copper that runs straight through the middle. Now it does come in all different shapes and sizes. We have got some thicker stuff there, as you can see. That's like multiple strands of copper with 1 thick piece through the middle. It's all twin earth. I think I have got a little tiny bit of single stuff at the bottom, but there's not much of it. I just grabbed whatever I can. So this bucket here weighs exactly 7 kilos. I'll put a picture on screen. I have weighed it. I've zeroed out the bucket as well, so that's exactly 7 kilo of twin earth wire. Now, according to my scrapyard, I did ring them for the prices today. This is what we're getting. So VIR is £2.15 per kilo. So not doing anything to that wire, that is what I'm going to get for it. So £2.15p. That's a good price. I mean, the prices are going up. Copper holds its money really well, and it's only going in one direction, which is great. So the next one down is bright. Bright basically means no plastic coating on it whatsoever. That means everything taken off, all the copper revealed. That's what you're going to get, £6.50 per kg. Now singles is exactly what it says. It's just 1 single strand of wire. So I'll try and get you an example out. That is £3 per kilo, which is a decent price. So this is what you'd class as single. So it is just 1 single piece of wire with 1 single piece of coating. That is what you'd class as singles. So basically what we're going to do in today's experiment is we're going to take the twin earth cable and we're going to break it down into single cables. So that just means taking off the initial coating off the top of it and making it all into singles. Then we're going to reweigh it and we're going to see whether or not we've gained any money or we've lost any money. We'll also get a timer going as well, so we can see sort of how much time we've spent actually stripping the wire down. And then once we've done that, we're then going to go one step further, and we're going to take all of the single bits we've done, and we're going to strip the wire down completely. Now bear in mind, I do not have a wire stripper. I have a Stanley knife, so it is going to take me a long time. The reason I've only got 7 kilos is because of that. I don't want it to be here all day trying to get it done, so I'm going to go as quick as I can. I'm probably not going to film it, it's quite self-explanatory. I will show you how to get the twin earth separated nice and easy, using only like basically a pair of pliers or something like that. I've got a pair of grips, but pliers work just as well, so I will show you that. And yeah, we'll weigh it and we'll see what's going on, and then I'll come back to you. So anyway, I'm going to get you set up somewhere and let's get going. Right, so we're ready to rock and roll. I don't know if I said just before we got started, but yeah, 7 kilos for me at £2.15 per kilo is £15 and 5p. That's what that bucket's worth right now. Not doing anything to it. I could just run that into the scrapyard as it is. That's what they'll take it for, £15 and 5p. Now, yeah, what I said is this is twin earth. Exactly what it says. So we've got 2 wires which are coated with cable, and we've got 1 strip of bare bright copper. Now, the easiest way, I used to cut all of this plastic with a Stanley knife to get it out. The easiest way to do it is, if you've got gloves, wear gloves. I don't have them actually handy. Is basically just get a pair of grips or a pair of pliers, hold this center bit and just pull all the way down. Keep moving your pliers down. Grips aren't probably the best thing to do, especially not when we've got boxes in the way. But yeah, you just literally pull this down all the way, and it will split this outer casing off. If you can, try and unkink it, so you've got a fairly straight piece, because it's going to make your life a lot more easier. So yeah, grip hold of it, pull it down, move your pliers down again, grip hold of it and pull down. Just work your way through. As I say, if you've got gloves, put gloves on, because holding on to these grips and pulling the wire and stuff like that, it does take it out in your hands a little bit. It can make you feel a little bit sore. As I say, I don't often do this because for me personally, I get so busy with other stuff that I just don't have time to separate the wire. Now, you know, I'm not saying it's not worth it, and I'll do this test and we'll find out exactly whether it is going to be worth it. But yeah, there you go. So we've pulled that out. Let's rest you up there for now. So we pulled this bit out. Straight away, we've got ourselves some bare bright, okay? So just pull this up, wrap it around. There you go, bare bright copper. Now it doesn't weigh a lot, obviously, it's only a small amount. What we'll do is we'll obviously weigh that separate to the singles, because what you can do is, obviously, once you pull this out, we're going to end up now with 2 bits of single wire. If we can undo this casing. So yeah, we're just going to pull this outer casing off now. Keep going, nice long bit. Right, so we've got rubbish for the plastic bin, and now we've got 2 pieces of single cables to go in our singles bin. We've also got the bare bright. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to not talk too much, because you've just seen what we're going to be doing. I'm going to set a timer up, and I'm basically going to go through all of this, create singles, bare bright, and then we're going to weigh it, okay? So I'll get back to you very, very shortly. Yeah, right, just finished separating all this copper wire into singles. Now, I know I said I was going to strip it all down to the bare bright, but no, it's not going to happen, because this just took me 28 minutes 42 seconds to do. So that's just to strip 7 kilo of wire into basically this. So it's now just all single strips with 1 coating of insulation. 28 minutes just to strip the outer casing off. Now, don't get me wrong, the outer casing is the heavier stuff. This weighs a fair old bit. So we're going to sort of do an estimate See if we've made any money now. If we've made anything, then great. You can obviously make more if you're stripping it down even further. If we've only just broke even, then it may not be worth your time. So best thing to do is get it on the scale. So I've got the scales here. I'm going to turn them on. So these are only old postage ones really, but they'll do the job. So first of all, we're going to stick the bucket on, and then we're just going to zero the bucket off, and then drop the copper in. So this is all. Why did you not go? Take the hold off, right? So yeah, drop all this copper in. This is all singles. Right, all the singles now, and don't forget this last little bit, is in. So we have got, not that you can see it on there, but it says 3.710. So 3.710 in singles. So I need to just quickly go on my phone. Calculator. So 3.7, not really sure how we're going to do this. So it's three pound. So we've got 3 times 3 equals 9, and we haven't quite got the other kilo. So plus maybe what, 280. So in singles, we've probably got somewhere around about £11 to £12. That's probably what you're looking at for doing that. So far we've lost out on money, which is also very great. What I'm going to do now is just take this bucket over here, take off my brass bits. These are getting sorted out over the weekend, ready to be taken in on Monday. So yeah, right, got this little bucket here. Pop that on the scales. We're going to zero off that, take off the hold button, and now we've got this stuff here, which is our Bear Bright. So let's chuck this in. Ooh, lovely jubbly. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks lovely, looks brilliant. Oh, God's sake, didn't. My bad, everyone. Hold on. For some reason, the bucket goes on to hold. You have to actually physically press hold. So, right, let's try that again. So we zero that off, chuck a bit in. It's going to come up hold. So let's take off hold, and then just chuck all of this in. So you're looking at, once again, you're not actually going to be able to see that because of the screen, but it's just over half a kilo. So 5.95. So at the minute, Bright is £6.50. So you could basically do 6.50 divided by 2, £3.25 plus 12. I mean, to be fair, the 28 minutes we've just spent, it's coming back up now that you're going to get £15.25 for this wire as it is. Now bear in mind that we've just spent nearly half an hour already getting this wire separated down to what it is right now, Bear Bright and this. As I say, these figures are only rough, you know, and they're going to vary from each scrapyard. You know, this is the price I'm getting from my scrapyard. It may be a lot higher or lower even than another scrapyard is paying. But for me personally, I ain't even going to bother now, because I know I'm already half an hour into this and I've only basically broke even. Obviously, as I say, you know, might be a case of there was slightly more in there, you know, rather than the £3 something, but you're only talking pence. So maybe we've made a quid, you know. Oh, sorry, yeah, I did get this as well. This is copper, but it's tarnished. It's got like a tin coating. That bit there wasn't from this experiment, so don't count that. Once again, you've got nothing there. That would go in as heavy copper, but there's just nothing there. So yeah, so far stripping it down is an absolute bust. I do believe if you took this further, you will make money, but depending on how thick the copper wire is, some bits obviously weigh a lot more because there's more strands of copper inside. That one's got quite a few strands, whereas this stuff here is just one single strand. Personally, for me, yeah, you're going to make money if you break it down. So if I took all this off further, I'm probably going to make maybe an extra tenner, maybe 15 quid. But I'm probably going to spend the best part of 2 hours going through all this, because you've got to straighten it all out, you've got to cut it all off. Some bits stick to it, some bits have rubber inside, you know, and there's glue on it. So it just becomes a nightmare of a task. I mean, I've done wire before, and I have just sort of gone out there on a nice day and just sat there, and I can be out there sometimes for 2-3 hours, and you don't really get a lot of yield back. So for me personally, anything like this I would sell just as it is. I wouldn't even bother taking that coating off. As I say, we haven't lost money, but we haven't really gained any money, and we've actually lost our time. This is time could have been spent doing another job, going out scrapping on the streets, you know, and we've actually spent 30 minutes of our time to basically break even. So yeah, honest opinion, if you're going to strip wire, I think it's more of a hobby kind of thing. If you wanted to do it as a little bit of a, you know, something to do, as I say, you are going to get a good return once you strip this stuff down. I reckon probably 10 to 15 quid extra. But personally, as the time you break that down, if you've got, say, let's just say £20, if you break this down £20 and it took you 2 hours, it's £10 an hour. Personally, I don't think it would be 20 quid extra. I could be wrong. As I say, I'm not even going to bother to try it. But yeah, you've got to take in your time into consideration as well. You know, £7, £8 an hour. I don't really work for that sort of money, you know. I like to earn a little bit more than that. So anyway, yeah, that is the experiment over. I've still got these buckets to go through here. I'm not actually going to do it now because it's coming up to dinner time. But we've got a few bits of copper, a few bits of brass. I just need to sift through it, separate into different buckets. And yeah, this is all going to be going down on Monday. I've also got a load more wire, which we're going to be taking down on Monday as well. It is all twin earth stuff, but as I said, I'm not even going to bother separating it. It's all just going to go into one bin, and I'll take it all down. I've also got some Bare Bright there, and I've also got, I think, 2.5 kilo round in my mum's garage as well that I stripped from a previous day. So we'll take that in. We'll have 3 kilo of Bare Bright, plus some singles obviously in there. And we'll also have the wire that's around my mum's. And obviously anything you get like this stuff can all go in with your twin earth as well. If you want to separate it, it's up to you. As I say, it's a personal choice. For me personally, I just don't see it being worth it. You are going to get a better yield out of it, but my time to me is a little bit more important than sitting there stripping wire. Right, so if you did like today's video, please smash that like button because it really helps me out. I do plan on getting out tomorrow to do a little bit of street scrapping. It all depends on how much sleep I get tonight because, as you can all probably tell, new baby means no sleep. I'm trying to help the wife out as much as possible with night feeds and stuff like that. She has told me tonight, you know, just try and get your head down and sleep through it, but it's kind of hard. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be out doing a little bit of scrapping. We're going to try and fill the van up a little bit. We're going to do the same thing again on Sunday. Go and fill the van up, ready for Monday morning, and we'll take a trip down to the scrapyard and we will check the prices. So please smash the subscribe button, like button, do the commenting, do all that good stuff. I'll see you all on the next video, so take care.